Before we begin, have you ever wondered what these numbers mean? Take a minute to think on it as we join Saeed.
Controlling, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty, trying to catch me riding dirty.
Runs out of gas. So the friends decide that they must push the car all the way to the gas station.
Andre, can you help me, please?
That's not how you put gas in your car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just watch it. Yeah, put it in here.
Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal.
What you may not know is that they chose the incorrect grade fuel for their car, according to the vehicle's manufacturer. But why would the manufacturer only allow this type of car to use 87 octane? Well, I think it's about time that I explain how this process works. Are colligative properties exactly? Well, they are properties that depend only on the number of ions, or solute particles present in the solution.
Not the identity of the solute particles.
This is exactly how octane ratings work. Higher octane ratings have more solute particles in them. By putting in more I's, we are able to decrease volatility of the solution.
Volatility is the pressure needed to vaporize bonds. Remember, a substance is volatile if it has a high vapor pressure to change from a liquid to a gas. Now, this is where we transition to combustion or
Autoignition. For this, I need help from one of you, my wonderful audience members. Who can tell me what the basic equation is for combustion? Well, I could not quite hear you there.
but I'm going to assume you are right.
For the rest of you who weren't able to hear the pure genius,
A hydrocarbon liquid plus oxygen gas under extreme pressure will yield water, typically in the gaseous state, and carbon dioxide gas.
Relating to thermodynamics. And because I'm nice, I'll make this a multiple choice. Does the combustion reaction have an
Correct again. Good job. D.
a negative delta H, because it is exothermic releasing heat. It is also increasing in disorder, meaning there is a positive delta S, and the reaction is spontaneous, meaning a negative delta G.
So, as you can see, the only way for autoignition to occur is when our hydrocarbon, octane, is put under extreme pressure. For this next part, we have to understand how this chemistry applies inside our engine.
This is a cylinder where internal combustion occurs. This right here is a piston which pushes octane up and compresses the air-fuel mixture. To understand this, remember, as the volume of something decreases, the pressure increases. This compression will make the air-fuel mix get extremely hot inside your engine, and this is due to collision theory. This heat, however, is not enough for autoignition or internal combustion to take place, which is why the spark plug at the top of the cylinder is necessary. The spark plug will create a spark that burns the air-fuel mix, creating something called
Called a flame kernel. The outer edge of this air, which is called the flame front, spreads evenly to both sides. As all of the flame front spreads out, the air-fuel mix begins to burn even more and expands from the heat, making a spike in pressure, that shoots
the piston back down. At the top of each corner, there are still traces of air-fuel mix that are left over called N-gas, which hasn't burnt yet. And before the piston goes down, it will get so hot that they also combust. The problem, though, arises since there is
pressure from the flame front and the end gas that it becomes too high. The sudden spike in pressure causes something called detonation,
which can crack your piston. The way to avoid this is to put higher octane grade fuel if your car requires it. This will actually lower the volatility.
In Saeed's case, his car only needed 87 octane since his engine isn't under so much stress.
He put 93 octane, which won't damage his car but will cost him extra money for no good reason.
Gas pedal, gas.
Wow, that's so cool. I never knew you could switch to gas. Wonderful experience. I'm pumped. Let's go. I want a soda. And this time, we're going to rub out gas in the car.
I'm a human being, so I have feelings.
Gas pedal, 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 gas pedal.